Heidi ho, guys and gals. It is time to officially wave goodbye to the U.S. General Series 2 toolboxes. Now, if you've missed all the stuff we've been talking about for pretty much the past, 6 months or so, the U.S. General Series 3 is about to launch. We covered it at SEMA. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to tell you the differences. I'm going to tell you why this is good news for everybody involved. We're talking about some other stuff as well. So years ago, they went from the Series 1 to the Series 2, and it was a great upgrade. A lot of great stuff there. They made some nice, great, prosumer grade kind of boxes, even budget pro kind of boxes, depending on how you use them. Now, what's coming out? Well, if you haven't seen it, this is my pick here from SEMA. This is last November where they surprisingly announced this out of the blue, the Series 3. And these things are gorgeous. Let me tell you what. They're coming in and they got, look at this in the slate gray. And I got to tell you, the slate gray, and I keep saying this, it doesn't look nearly as good on camera as it does in person. In person, it looks luxurious. On camera, it comes off kind of flat. But anyway, they got new side cabinets. We got new drawers. We got a bunch of new features. We're going to talk about those. Look at the great little animation there Harbor Freight put together so you can see kind of what's going on. Anyway, May 1st is what we've been told. This is I got inside sources. The old Agent Deep Freight has been whispering in my ear saying that the planograms have hit stores and that they're showing that May 1st is when these are supposed to be on the floor. Now they may they come a little bit early, or you never know with distribution, all this kind of, some people may be over eager, some people's trucks may be late, delayed. You never know. Anyway, I want to cover some questions real quick that I got from a lot of you. All right. First of all, the first thing I got a lot was, it looks short. All right. This is my son standing next to it. He's a big boy. All right. He's 16 in this picture, but he is 6'2" and then some, not counting the fro. On top of that, he's wearing these new sneakers that kids wear that have like the sole is like this thick all the way across. I don't get it. But anyway, the point is also the toolbox is they got these rubberized mats throughout the whole display area. So the toolbox, if you can see the wheel, they're dipped down a little bit. So the toolbox is a little lower than you'd see if it was sitting on a cement floor. And that's honestly, and he's 6'2", probably 6'3" and a half at this point with the shoes and everything else. Now, that said, this is him right next to an Icon box. And if you've been around the channel, you know I've had the Icon box for a couple years. I had this whole setup in red. Loved it to death. I never had, I'm 6'2". Well, I'm old. I used to be 6'2". Who knows what I am now these days? I don't want to talk about it. But anyway, I never had an issue with the height. The only issue I had was I had a 56-inch box. This is the 72, 73. And I felt a little cramped side to side, but I'm a bigger bear, as it were. So, for him, he's looking at this going, I'd love to have this. Bet you would. Anyway, some of the changes are coming with the Series 3 is the modular design. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that there's not going to be any more of this mix and match kind of stuff, and it doesn't quite fit. And if you've been around, you've seen these, you know what I'm talking about. If you buy the wrong, box, I don't say wrong. You buy one box from this, like that's a series. They're both Series 2 here, but one's from the 26, and he's put it on the 72 next to a 44, and it doesn't quite work. I mean, it works, but it has that kind of mix match kind of feel. Allegedly, going forward, that all these are going to have similar sizes, so you can mix and match like Lego, and it will all just work. Now, the next thing you're going to see is blacked out, which is awesome for me because I know a lot of you love it. I'm not a bling kind of guy, all right? Maybe it's just because I'm older and I'm just, I don't need super exciting, flashy kind of stuff. I don't even like the chrome that's on my truck. I'm thinking about blacking that out. All the badging is now going to be blacked out. It's going to come in a black or titanium. You're going to have two options for colors. And that goes for the handles as well. Now, the third thing you're going to see is on these carts here is you're going to see not one, but two wide drawers. And the drawers, and I kind of talked about this, and it was confusing. I said the drawers are going to be deeper, but a lot of people thought that meant there was going to be longer depth-wise this wide, towards you. And that's not going to be the case because these are backwards compatible to Series 2, not Series 1. Series 2 isn't backwards compatible to Series 1. Series 1 was like 18 inches of front to back depth. Series 2 took, I think it's 22 inches. These are the same. So you can get the hutch and put it on a Series 2 box. You can interchange all of these however you want. So you can mix and match to your heart's delight. And you see the side cabinets Those are new. They have a definitely icon-esque kind of feel. If you look at the drawers and the slot system that's in there, there's a lot of the carryover from the icon. In fact, the accessories you see on that slot panel on the back, those are icon accessories. The lighting package in there, that's an icon light. They're not going to come out with new ones just for U.S. General. If you want those, you can use the icon ones. So that's going to be a big deal. Now, so anyway, you got the two drawers here. So not just one wide drawer, but you've got two of them, which is going to be great. So you can have your stand-up sockets in the top drawer, and then maybe your wrenches, in the bottom drawer, maybe pliers over in the deep drawer on the left, in one of those side slot kind of, stands for them. And then next up is the power tool drawer, which on a prosumer grade box or a budget pro at this point, really, it's clearly going to be a fourth tier box, not to fifth tier like Icon, Snap-on, Matco, that kind of stuff. But it's going to be knocking on enough doors that people are going to be like, why? Why should I buy, a 10 grand box when I can get this for a third of the price? Anyway, the power drawer. Personally, I was not a fan of the power drawer. I felt it was very constricting, and that's not just on the Icon or just on the US General. I just don't like them at all. I like to have my chargers up in the hutch area, easy to reach, easy to access, but and I use that area for charging like accessories and other little stuff that's out of sight, out of mind. I don't really worry about, but you use it however you see fit. Now let's talk about what's out there and as you see, this is on the website right now, and it says clearance. Now, is that clearance level pricing? Not exactly. The pricing is going to be, let's call it your mileage may vary. It's going to be based on the store. It's going to be based on how the manager's feeling. It's going to be based on whether they like you or not. They're going to have list stickers on it, but I think they're going to have some flexibility in this as well. In fact, I know they are. So we got this is the 72 inch right now. This was the thing, because I talked about this before, and it was just the top boxes. Well, what I'm hearing now and what I'm seeing, because I've been contacted by at least 24 people at this point going, Bear, they're clearing out the rolling toolboxes. Because before we said just the top boxes, well, now it looks like managers got approval for the bottom boxes. Basically, this stuff is going to be gone in 3 or 4 days. People are going to find out about this. The people who've been holding off are going to go and buy it. So if you're going to want to get it, you're going to want to jump on this now. All right? Now, I know I'm going to talk about pricing, and some of you are going to go back and do well, I can remember. Don't make me put the Pepperidge Farm meme back up. All right? Don't make me do it. I've done it before. I've got it. I'm not proud or tired. Don't make me go there. Okay? We know this is a coupon from 5 years ago. It's pre-pandemic, pre-shipping fiascos, pre-world change. All right? We get it. Now, this is what we're seeing in stores. Top box, $719 on it, down from $900. Bottom box, this is the 72 inch. I think it was like 15 or something. It's in store listed with the purple clearance tag at $1279. All right. Now, though, is that what people are really paying for these? I mean, honestly, not a terrible deal, right? Here's the top box, $879 on that one, ready to go out the door. Here, somebody just sent this to me. I just got this morning. We're looking at Harbor Freight. Listed as an open box, because you're not going to probably be able to order these. All right, what they're doing is they're selling the stuff that's on the floor to make room for the new floor displays. So you're going to get whatever color is there. You get what you get, and you don't get upset, as we say to the Cubs there. So you're looking at original price $1,600, coupon, however they work. It comes down to, on that top box, $647 on the bottom box. No, I'm sorry, that's the bottom box. $647 top box, $562 total with tax. Who pays tax? I'm sorry, I'm from Montana. Sales tax feels like such a ripoff. Unless we go to a flat tax. I'm all for the flat tax. We do that, I'm all great with it. Total with tax, $1,300 for top and bottom 72 inch. That's a great deal. Now, you are going to miss out on, some of the features you get with the Series 3. You're not going to get the power drawer and some of the other stuff, but you can still get like the hutch down the road. You can still do a bunch of other stuff. Anyway, also on website on clearance is the US General 5-drawer tool cart side tray. Now, I showed this in store, excuse me, and I wasn't sure why this is showing up. And I'm going to reach out to Harbor Freight. The only thing I could think of is they're coming out with a new supplier for these or something, because there's no way that the side tables are just going to go away. Those are integral to a lot of the carts that they have out right now. Now, as far as the 56 inch and the 44 or even the 26, are those on clearance? I have not seen evidence showing that they are. But the Series 3 are coming out across the board. These are all getting replaced by Series 3 boxes. They've got to go somewhere. So you've got May 1st is when the new stuff's supposed to be on the floor. So that gives you about 8 weeks. So if the 72 stuff is gone and you're just sitting there, get to know the manager. Tell them, hey, I'm interested in that 56-inch box. When it goes on clearance, I'm going to be popping in all the time. I want to get it. Let me know, all right? Maybe it'll work out for you. Maybe not. Now let's talk about the carts here, okay? And this is important here because we've seen in the carts, I used to call them the Skittles-like color, the rainbow of carts. Unfortunately, they've now added white. Okay, I think they did white Skittles for a while, but they also have gray. And personally, I'm not eating a gray Skittle, but maybe we'll have to come up with some different term for them. But the fact of the matter is, you're getting a hint at Series 3 with these, because if you did pay attention, you see all the chrome and everything on this. You click on this, blacked out. All right? The badges, the handles, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, it's still Series 2. But you know what? Here's the other thing. The Series 3, all the toolboxes, the 72, the 56, the 44, the 26, all are going to come in all of these colors. You're going to be able to get them in red and blue and green and black and orange and yellow. And yes, in slate gray, and yes, in the polar white. Because I'm telling you what, if I had my druthers, I know I hate to say it, and you have to clean it all the time. You can say everything you want. I want to get an all-white U.S. General toolbox. I'll get some, Imperial emblems. I'll have the garage door set up to play the Imperial March when you walk in. Just for fun, right? Life's too short. You got to have some fun in your life. And if you want another sneak peek at Series 3 that you might actually already have. You ever notice anything? Think it was odd that, hey, this says U.S. General. It doesn't say Series 2. Everything's blacked out. That's your preview on Series 3 right there. All right. Now, okay, so if you have any other questions, I'm going to read all the comments. Now, stay tuned. Don't click away because I got a few more bonus items here for you. But put it down in the comments below. Let me know whether you're going to buy the Series 2 or you're going to wait for Series 3. Pricing I do not have, all right, for Series 3. I don't think they've quite yet determined what the final pricing has been. But I got to tell you, if you look at based on how everything else is going, Harbor Freight used to go really high on entry-level pricing, and then they'd float it down. Well, now they're coming in pretty close to where you think it would be on the market and maybe floating down. If you look at like the new Hercules stuff, it came out about where it needs to be. It floated down a little bit, but not much. All right, so... But it also didn't come in as stupid high as you might expect. So anyway, put a comment down below if you have any questions that I didn't cover. Put it down. I read all the comments. If there's any important one, I'll pin it. So just make sure you check back on that kind of stuff. Also, you can email me, red@dentedtools.com. I'm always responding to people. You can also hit me up on Instagram. I respond to people over there all the time. All right, now some of the other stuff. If you saw this before, Scratch and Dent. This is Icon and Icon toolboxes only. This is their Scratch and Dent, up to 45% off. This is ridiculous. But what's more important is, after I did my video on them several months ago, they sold out. And guess what? We got restock. So this is all stuff that is back in stock. If you were following that and be like, oh, damn, it's out, I'm not going to get it. Look at 73-inch Icon for $17.50. That's 30% off. There are boxes, and there are bottom boxes as well. I got to tell you, the Icon boxes are beautiful. They're fabulous. But I tell everyone this all the time. Even if you're a pro, it's a box that holds your tools. The tools are more important. The box looking nice and shiny and there. I get it. I totally get it. But with the U.S. General Series 3, there's no excuses. You got the hutch. You got the light. You have the side cabinets. You got a power drawer. There is no excuse to be spending $20, $30. I've seen $45,000 setups for Snap-on that are not that impressive. They're not like a whole wall. They're like 3 boxes. All right. It's ridiculous how much you can spend on a box that holds your tools. The Icon boxes are fabulous, but I've said, Harbor Freight did send them to me for free, full disclosure. And I'm going to sit there and tell you, you don't need one. You don't. Nobody needs an Icon toolbox. If you want one, and brother, I understand why you would, because they're gorgeous. They're smooth. I love I love mine. I miss mine every single day. I really do. And why did I sell it? Well, we moved from Vegas up to Montana. It would be a real bear to lug that up back and forth. And on top of it, we get new stuff in and out all the time. I needed to make space for new things to test and to try out. But you know what? In my new shop, I've got a spot just all set up, be a perfect setup for a nice 72-inch, couple side cams. I'm probably going to wait, and see what happens here, because I got to look at the Series 3 at the SEMA show, and unless I could find a great setup on this, which I would not mind spending my money on the Icon, because the Icon is that good. But I'm just going to say it. It's good. It's worth the money. You don't need it. If you buy it, that's on you. It's between you and your money. I'm not going to get between it, but I'm just saying, I'm just spreading some truth here and some fiscal responsibility. All right. Now, and I say that because I know older guys like me and the older fellows, they all know, and they'll tell you down below, invest your money, put it in something, buy a Harley, do something fun, take a trip to Paris with the wife, whatever. You're going to get more out of that in the long run than you are in the difference between those two toolboxes. All right, now, that said, I want to cover real quick, in case you missed it, this is out. Yes, that's the Bauer High Torque. That's right. If you were in the Bauer line and you were like, oh, I wish I'd been in the Hercules line because it got the high torques, Bauer's got a brushless high torque now. 1,000 foot-pound breakaway, 650 fastening. Now, this is tool only at $130. Who knows what sale prices are going to be, if they're going to drop the price, whatnot. That's out. Also, for the people who are getting in the Hercules line, if you saw the new impact driver and the drill driver, I did a video on it, talked about, they're stunning, the competition. The only one who I've seen really held their own in any testing is the one I did with Flex. And the Flex setup is twice the price, and it was like 10% better performance. It's just ridiculous. I would buy this each and every day. I like the Flex, but five-year warranty on the tool, 3-year on the battery. And people said, well, what about kits? We want to see kits. I said, I heard kits are coming out. We talked about it at the SEMA show. Why did you guys not watch the SEMA show video? Anyway, I'm joking. Anyway, kits. This is on the website right now. We got the kit, $98. Not a sale price. That's your everyday initial launch price, $98. It's going to get you battery and the charger. And Harbor Freight sells the chargers and the batteries are top notch. They've got Samsung cells. They're top notch chargers. They also charge 12 volt. They're great chargers. People are like, when I hear somebody say, I'll buy anything at Harbor Freight that doesn't plug in or take a battery, that tells me you haven't shopped at Harbor Freight in 15 or 20 years. Things change, guys. All right. Anyway, and then also the drill driver kit. Haven't seen one for the hammer drill yet. My guess is it's around the corner, $98 on that. Also, I want to just remind people that today and tomorrow, today and tomorrow, the 30% off is still going on. Also, I had 2 people reach out to me and say that this was fake marketing or whatever, misleading. They got an email. I got the same email everyone else gets. I signed up for the thing so I can see what you all are seeing. And the email said 30% off everything in store, no exclusions. And then it had the coupons right below it that you're going to want, right? And right on the coupon, it looks just like this coupon here. It says items under $20. There's no confusion. There's nothing misleading on it. There's a big banner ad, and then there's all the details. People who look at the first thing and go just based off of the first glimpse they see and they don't read the details, that's a problem. At least as I see it, that's a problem on you. If you go, oh, I glanced, I saw half a thing, and then you go off half-cocked, that's your fault. That's not the company's fault. They have it right there. If you'd looked at the whole email, you would have seen it. I saw it. Most everyone else saw it. I'm not trying to defend Harbor Freight. I'm trying to say you guys have some responsibility. Take some personal responsibility to not act like a jackwagon. All right? I get it. You saw something, you got excited, you went to the store, and it wasn't that. You got to listen to the whole story, folks. Anyway, it's kind of like people who comment on the videos, and they get 5 minutes of the video, and they've already judged what the whole video is about and everything, and they leave a comment, think they know what's going on. Yeah, if you don't understand it, go watch the Reasons Milwaukee Sucks, and you'll see probably 1,000 people doing exactly that. They watch 5 minutes in the video, know exactly what's going on, and they've made their judgment, they've put their comment down. Don't be part of the problem, people. Be part of the solution. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Enough preaching for me. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.